A goodly evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Civilization 5. And today, well, you join me before a little war. I can't think you can possibly imagine who this war might be with. No war with Germany today. We're going to get on with that in a turn or two. Absolutely we will. But first we need the Pentagon. Yes, well, not really first, but we're going to get that in 2 turns. That means our future upgrade of units will be incredibly cheap, because we are very much going for a domination victory now. This will be fun. Good bit of fun war. Yeah, so we've got a few frigates over here. They'll be able to be upgraded to our battleships very soon. But I think we'll be able to take over Bremen and Hanover in pretty good swift time. Yes, that will be lovely. Around the Empire, well, we have a few little projects going on. I think the International Games is going on. We've got 1,600 odd production. So I think we will win that, but we'll just keep it ticking up a little bit longer. We produce quite a bit, so 64%. Yes, we'll keep going with that in just a few cities, but not many. By and large, we're just getting ourselves set up over here. These are pretty much getting seaports, so we're ready to pump out more ships for the next little war we have. And, oh yes, an Ottoman settler. Not a bad spot, that, but it won't be, yes, we'll kill that eventually. Yes, German city down there will probably survive our little war. This one will not, however. No. But yes, we're getting ourselves our seaports ready to build ships to send them over in the Second War. But for now, we have those to take on our foes. Yes, we also have the Cristo Redentor, the massive Santa on top of the mountain over here. It's been marvellous. He'll stand, oh, I don't know actually. Which mountain will he be on? Actually, I don't think he stands on a mountain on this game, but let's just pretend he's somewhere over here. That'll be marvellous. Looking over our lovely furs and our sheep. Good little sheep. Thank you. Yes, and what else do we have? Well, yes, well, I think we have a few wars on the potential going forward today. I think today we're going to focus on Germany, certainly at the start. Last time we did a lot of good work with our happiness. Yes, it went from being quite low to up to 57, very much because of our order tenants. And yes, it helps with the second best in culture, or the other high culture civilization, Venice. It helps that they also are order, so that means that we're doing pretty well. We don't have any dissidents or any of that old nonsense, no. So yes, we've done quite a lot of our tenants, but actually I've started taking a few different things recently. We took the wagon trains, which means our money has gone up quite a lot. And I think also, we dipped into warrior code to get ourselves a bit of a great general and a bit of production. We're going to, I think, go and grab military tradition very, very soon. We're not too far off from that, so when we get to that, we will. In fact, I think when we win the International Games, we will get a new tenant. So we'll get moving on. But yes, we also got lots and lots of factories and hydro plants across the Empire. So our production, even in cities over here in the New World, even those cities are actually quite good for production. I can't show you right now because it's loading. Get over it, fools. Yes. Yes, so even in a town like Bubble and Squeak over here, even that has about 30 production, which is not too bad. Kedri is starving. We're just going to let that continue to starve until it actually gets near to losing a pop. But yes, even here, 34 and a half. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all for a city that isn't really looking that production heavy. No, it's not. I should probably get a worker over onto these bananas plantation, actually. But actually, there are some sheep over here. We'll get to those first. So, what are we doing in terms of setting up our war? Well, I'm just going to get our units in position. There's an infantry over here, which might have spotted a problem. Yes, and there's a carrier here as well. Nothing on the carrier. And they don't seem to have planes. No, they don't seem to have planes in their cities. Yes, I've just got Tyre to be on my side. Actually, you might notice a little problem here. The Incas were our allies, of course, and I didn't notice they're at war with Tyre, and Tyre may have burnt down the Incas' last settlement. Sorry about that, Inca. Anyway, they're my allies now. After that finished, they became my allies. Yes, this is actually an Inca settlement, so one day we'll take this, and yes, then we'll be able to, yes, give the Incas back a city. That'll be fine. That'll all be fine. All be fine whatsoever. Better take note, actually. There's an odd German troop over here. So I must bear that in mind for this border over here. But yeah, by and large, we're fine. We seem to have stunted the invasion of the Swedes here. I didn't actually want the Ottomans to take it. I just wanted them to lose a lot of troops. And because they lost open borders, they've been squeezed through this funnel here. And they've not been doing too well. It's all looking pretty good for me. Yes, marvellous. We will send our... Yeah, send our ironclad along this way. Don't want to actually get it up by the borders because I don't want to trigger off the Germans just yet. I'm going to leave this one infantryman here just to make sure nothing silly happens with their units in this direction. No, I don't want that to be a problem. We do have some planes over here, and that will be fine. Alright, I'm going to have a little trip around the map, and we'll see if there's anything else before we start this war. Ah, the Pentagon! Yes.
Preparing for battle, I've always found that plans are useless, but planning is indispensable.
Indeed, indeed. Yes, plans are useless, but it's all about preparation. Indeed, sir. As true words are never spoken. Gold of upgraded military units reduced by 33%. And indeed, that is what we need going forward. So, frigate here. That will now be 260 upgraded battleships. So, we'll need some money sorted out very, very soon. But indeed, first of all, we need to get going with a bit of war. Germany! Germany, Germany, Germany. Get on with it. Yes. Declare war on you. Ha 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 ha! Death will come to you, sir. So let us get our destroyer straight in there. That'd be perfect. We can leave the carrier. He's not an urgent threat. I don't really want to get too close to the city. We use this carrier as this frigate as a bit of a scout. That'll be marvellous. So what do I want to do then? I have you, sir. Have a little pop shot at them. Tank straight into... Oh, actually, there's a few positions we can get into, aren't there? We have a tank here. You just get straight onto that tile. Perfect. And you, sir, over here. We can move you into that position. And that'll give us a bit of a boost in that particular affair. With the tank back on there. Move this tank. Where else can we go into... Actually... Hold off for a moment. You go there, and you, sir, yeah, just go and take that chap. You pull into. In fact, you just hold there for now. Actually, Mr. Infantryman, that'd be helpful just to hold general position. Lovely. There we are. And a bit of an attack on that lad. War bomber. In fact, they did quite a few anti-aircraft things, don't they? Interesting. You go and do that. Yeah, interesting. Not a huge amount I can do with the bombers, to be honest. They're kind of a bit weak at this point, aren't they? So, what I'd like to do, let's get our boats a little bit closer. Yep, attack please, Mr. Destroyer. That's kind of the point of view. You also attack. Perfect. And we'll just get the frigates generally lining up here. We'll just use you to scout that little area of the map. Perfect. And this frigate you can also move into there. So next time we'll just go shoot, shoot, shoot and take the city. That'll be a nice and quick one. We'll move them over to Hanover and burn that down as well. We're not really looking to take over these, just looking to show the Germans we mean business, to be honest with you. Anything interesting? Genoa's decay, don't really care. Kabul, they're looking for the arts. Lovely. I have the lead, 295. Yeah, pretty good culture, that must be said. So I'm looking pretty strong on that front. So, what did I want over here? It's probably just get an extra tank into this war, actually. So, what am I looking to do? I could really do with the research lab. That's going to make a huge difference. So yeah, let's get the tank. Then let's go on to the research lab immediately after. That is absolutely fine. You, sir, actually, you can move a bit further forward. Is that sensible? You know what? I think you know, you can stay there for now because you're pretty well protected. You're not going to get killed. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. So we'll fortify our ships along here. All of those fortified into position. We have a few men around the map who need to do a bit of work. Let's just get ourselves a mine over here. I think that's a good idea. Oh yes, and on to Bielefeld. You will have to go down. In fact, I need to get vision first, don't I, in order to actually do this. So attack with our lovely destroyer here. And then our artillery... Okay, that's not artillery. Then our artillery can take a good shot at the city. That one will go down nice and easily. It's only a size 1 city. Perfect. And indeed, we're back to just doing some of our general farm stuff. Go and give us a lovely, lovely pasture. Oh, and the war music has begun. And I can see a lot of damage, but I didn't hear anyone die, amazingly. No da-da-da. Do I actually want to... I'm not sure I actually even want to get the health on this particular occasion. I can go and heal them up, to be honest, so I'm not particularly worried about that. You can actually pull out of the battle for now. That'll be absolutely fine. You go over here and go on alert. Just rest up. That won't be a problem at all. You go and attack the city. And where's my artillery? Here it is. You go and attack that as well. Perfect. You head in. Lovely. And now we just need a few frigate shots. So frigate. 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 And can the tank just about do it here? Indeed it can. Perfect. And that is ours. That is ours. Raise it to the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Raise it to the ground. Okay, so now pillage first. Right, you're still a bit damaged, aren't you? No, take the hills anyway. Take the hills anyway. You can go there and then pillage that, and then you'll be fine. Yeah, so good. Extra movement points are helping me out quite a lot. You go over there and then pillage that tile back to full health. And yeah, we're just going to rinse and repeat that kind of thing, to be honest. Get ourselves on to... yes, just onto guard. That'd be perfect. So these are the only ones that are able to get shot next turn. I didn't realise you were over there. And just shoot that down. That's perfect. You are... oh, actually, you might get destroyed by Hanover now. That was probably a mistake. Oh well, not the end of the world anyway. And this tank, you can just stay in here for the moment. We'll burn that down in a few turns. That is very nice indeed. Now, artillery are here. I wondered why they went. Okay, they're gone. That didn't take very much, did it? So, Dresden. I'm not really worried about taking Dresden. Albeit, it's grown weirdly quickly. They must have built a load of culture buildings in there pretty soon. Pretty soon after taking it. Kedgery, you've still got food for a little while. You're fine. Trade route between the South Pole and Jakarta. Oh, that's rude. Enemy unit has been killed. Perfect. So yes, we're doing well. We're doing well. And then we're getting pulled across over here to some pointless decision. Actually, no, let's get the harbour, because we do want to, again, build up our infrastructure in this part of the world. I think we've got enough on the international games at this point. So I'm going to pull us out of that particular thing. Kind of hard to say what I want right now. Oh, minus 13. Yes, well, I think wealth then is indeed what we're doing. So yes, we'll just add wealth onto these once we've finished this. So you actually have a few things you need to be doing, don't you? They've built a city in a slightly odd place. They probably would have built it at the very least by the mountain for the observatory. But whatever, lads. Apparently we're at Prague. That's not particularly interesting, to be honest, but it's something. So you have a shot at there. You shoot there. You shoot there. You're not going to die. That's fine. And the Cav... the Cav can't quite do it, apparently. Apparently they won't be able to do it. Let's give it a punt. Anyway. No! Oh well, someone's going to die, but they can't kill both of them. It's a bit of a shame. No one really had to die taking that city, but... oh well, not the end of the world, eh? Not the end of the world. Build us a mine over here. Build us a lovely tasty farm over here, and carry on building the pastures, because we love the love. Oh, we're actually Edinburgh over here. We actually renamed the city. Oh yes, well let's rename this city. What have we got? We've got ivory and coal and cattle. Ooh, I don't know. This is an awkward one, isn't it? Let's just rename you Tinsel. The lovely town of Tinsel. There we are. Perfect. That's probably how you spell tinsel. I don't really know. Lovely. Yes, and yeah, they do have a few cities up here. They keep doing the classic Ottoman thing of building 1,000 tiny cities right next to each other. So they're probably plonking one down here. Albeit there actually are quite a few good spots around this area, but it's fine. To be honest, the main reason we have these is A, to get a few different resources, and just to really pack out just naval units really longer term. That's kind of the plan. And just because it's fun, really. So, you, sir, what are we going to do with you, sir? Well, we'll leave these chaps here. These guys can probably start to swing around. As long as they're not in range of Munich, that's not actually a problem. Yes, you move over here. And the great General Spartacus, of all people, great anarchy leader here, he can come and help out. So you swing over there. I actually don't want to pillage unless we need to heal up, because they're actually... pillaging the tiles before you actually need to heal up is a bit of a waste, really. So we're going to hang back on that. We do need to swing to Hanover, though, and smash that up pretty soon. We could go and deal with these as well, actually, with some boats, but probably not worth it, all things considered. A unit was killed. No! Oh, they killed my destroyer. No, that was all my fault. Yes! Oh, we just won. Yes, I just about got that right then. Perfect. So, tourism increased by a lot of 96. We can just win by tourism anyway. Marvellous. And we get +3 happiness. We get 30 influence of city-states. Oh, lovely. All the good things in the free social policy. This is grand. This is grand indeed. So, we are going to indeed get the military tradition. 50% extra experience from battles. Perfect. So, enough experience to be upgraded. That is lovely. Well, we'll just get open, I suppose. And that's all we need. Cav can, I guess, charge in and take the city, raise it to the ground. Lovely, 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 lovely. So that'll be gone in one turn, and that is that entirely sorted. A bit annoyed we lost that ship. That was very much unnecessary. But oh well, not a problem realistically, is it? Now we probably should get these units back over to these cities because there are Ottoman things over here. Ottoman land ship as well. Someone else has got land ships. We're the only ones with tanks. Oh god, we've started a war over here, have we? Oh, German ships in this direction. Good to bear in mind, actually. Good to bear in mind. Might be a problem, actually. But I think Vilnius should be able to hold this gap. And that's why Vilnius has been an ally is quite a good one. Because it does very much plug this little position over here. So, who else has gained experience? You have gained a promotion. Well, I think certainly for sacking cities would be a good plan. Destroy, you again just heal up for the moment. We have time to go and yes, to go and deal with Hanover, but we don't need to do it immediately. So frigate, I thought you might die, but you did not. So I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll move you out here. You can go and heal up in this position. You can go and heal up in this position, and you can go and heal up in this position. Frigates, just start swinging around. And yes, you can be healing up as well. That's perfect. They're just shooting at us. It doesn't really make much difference. That's our tank over here. You're open terrain, so let's go for double open. That'll be grand. Might as well get someone to slam through everything. But we'll send you up this way, in fairness, so you can go and help us out. Archaeologist, I don't think I've got anything else for you around here right now, so just go back here for now. Figure out a job for you later. Marvellous. And yes, Berlin, Berlin, Berlin. So we're just going to start pillaging the land around you. And we actually only have one artillery. This probably isn't the best plan, is it? I probably need some more artillery. I wasn't really planning on taking Berlin, in fairness. But I will go and pillage all of their land. That'll be a good plan, certainly. Let's go and pillage their stuff. That'll keep us busy for a little while. Lovely. We'll just keep you on alert in case you get shot. And ooh, tanky, tanky, tanky. No, we obviously can't battle him right now. That's fine. Can we do much else? We'll just swing around into this kind of a position, shall we? That'll be grand. Right, well, we'll get our troops into that kind of a position for now. Send them up here next turn. In fact, there is a tank here. You might as well fortify and heal up. We'll soon, hopefully, we'll start getting some money in soon. Katerina is still starving. Games are complete. Prague's declared war on Cape Town. That's because Prague are one of Germany's allies. Yes. So there's been a lot of people getting boosts to city-state relations, which has just tickled a few things around. Venice now has more influence over Cape Town. Oh, that's not right. It's not right at all. They're supposed to be helping me in this. Great merchant. And you just need number 4. It's worth having them over. That's not really that useful, but you know what? It's fine. 250 gold. I know we're a bit short on gold at the moment, but we might as well keep them on our side since the Germans either side are at war with us. No, that's fine. We'll just keep them in place. Where are my spies anyway? They're all at different places, but they're not at Cape Town, so I do need to keep them going. Right, so they're all rigging elections. Tyres, yeah, Tyres fine. Valletta could do with a coup, potentially. Let's have a little look at Valletta. How much ahead are they? 97, yeah. We might have to throw a coup after this, see where that gets us. So, Hanoi are now friends. That is lovely. Hanoi don't have any particular missions, apart from, well, they've quite a few, actually. Barbarian encampment. A Great Admiral, we might get one of those very soon, actually, so that'd be grand. Mombasa, we could do with them on our side. What are you looking for? You're looking for Christmas Joy. It's doable actually, but yeah, we'd have to work on it, but that's doable, I suppose. Influence over Genoa. That's gone back up. 59. Not too far from them. Let's pledge to protect them. They are pretty much the North Pole after all. To take them back one day. Has increased. Yes, this random continent that I know very little about. They want orange. Yes, we want orange too. Great engineer. Okay, fine. That's not a problem. Zurich. Nothing interesting. Mogadishu. They are someone I'd like to be allies. Land or sea trade route and great profit. Both of those are doable. Okay, we'll see about that going forward. That's been raised to the ground. Obviously, Kabul are now friends. Oh, that's good. Getting a bit of extra culture from them. Extra culture, we are winning that. We're likely to. Great artist, we produce some of those occasionally, so we might be able to do that too. And Melbourne up here are now also friends as well. We can't get the religion up to them anytime soon because of too much pressure. Right, so Cape Town was supplanted, Genoa has changed, and these were all slightly different things. Okay, lovely. Ah, unit over here. That's fine. We can do that. Let's just keep this lad in position. And yes, so let's just bear in mind what we're doing over here. I think you were just guarding this for the archaeologist, weren't you? It's lovely. You were just pillaging all sorts of land from the old city. Because you're really lovely like that. Yes, alright. So we'll just keep the lancers around. There's not really much pillaging we can do over that end of the world. Whatever, just build a windmill. It doesn't matter. You're all just going to die anyway. So, one thing we didn't do very smartly was we didn't pillage this land before we took the city. But, oh well, not the end of the world. And gingerbread over here needs something else to do. Honestly, a hydro plant is always useful, especially when you've got that river there, sir. Ah, German settlers just been killed by our camel. Well done, sirs. Well done indeed. Okay, that was a nice little nab there, wasn't it? And a caravan. Actually, that can... Who wanted that? Mogadishu or Vilnius? It was Mogadishu who wanted that. Well, send that caravan over to Gingerbread. They probably can't quite get there, can they? Well, we'll go send it to Gingerbread. And from there, you might be able to do something. Okay. Interesting little end turn there. Unit has gained experience. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Now against wounded units, that is quite a nice one, isn't it? We'll take that. That's an interesting one, certainly. Now we you really could do with getting a little bit better position in terms of having. Actually, can I just purchase a? I don't have the money, do I? It'd be really useful to just purchase an artillery right now, but nowhere near enough money for that. Oh well, it's not the end of the world, is it? We can start getting our ships heading towards Hanover pretty soon. Actually, that's probably a good idea. You, sir, smash into those cav. Not sure how those cav put up such a good fight. You, sir, can take that and then pillage. Lovely. We're just going to get... Ooh, their caravan. Ah, no! We can pillage it in the same turn. That's annoying. Tank, you move over there. Infantry, get into this position with our great horse over here. So that's great. Great horse. He might have been on a horse originally, Spartacus, but there we are. No, he's not. He just seems to be getting out of a car. I don't even know what is going on in that picture. It's a bit odd, isn't it? Oh well. You, sir... Yeah, get into that position and pillage that spot for us. In fact, there is actually another caravan there that I could have pillaged. Oh well, all is fine. We'll just continue to be pillaging them just in the most irritating way we can imagine. So we'll go over there and we'll just hold position there, let them shoot us, and we'll pillage them again. Just being really difficult really in this war. Lovely, you just shoot them down, that would be marvellous. And we're just getting our ships just about healed enough to go smash Hanover pretty soon. We're just going to really sack Berlin area. We're not going to probably try and take it in this particular war, I think. We haven't quite got enough troops to do the whole war and take them all over. Influence in Hanoi fell. Oh, did we manage to fail that? Yeah, we did fail that one. Interesting. Miles ahead now, 122. Can we... so a coup's going to be 0% at the moment. No chance of that. Yeah, we might have to do something about Valletta. They're supposed to be on our side. So, what's happened? So we successfully rigged Buenos Aires. They're still mine. They've got a road. Okay, interesting. There used to be they kind of used to be a road here, but I kind of broke up most of the road. There's some road, but the Swedes are just gonna take it over, aren't they? That land, so it's not really worth it. Might be worth doing it this way if Awesome Beard could get this bit of land here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they have to go and take that for that to happen, and they want to take this mountain worthless desert first, apparently. So that's not going to happen anytime soon, apparently. So German troops were over here, weren't they? Lovely, and that's them gone. Perfect. You can just head back to the city. That suits me quite nicely. Okay, there's not really much more to pillage around here, is there? So you just get back into your spot and you wait there. Actually, that's probably what my archaeologist here can do. Yes, you head this way around. That's probably the safest way for you. You can go and... Where is it? Where is it? Oh, all the way up there. There we are. 4 turns. You can get there. No! That great anthem of nations. Da, da, da. But we have built the giant Santa on the hills. There definitely isn't any big sea over there. But there we are. New policy adoptions reduced by 10%. I always think that's a good one to be getting, because everyone likes, well, adopting policies for cheaper. How are we doing on that anyway? Yes, not too far off. Tone missiles creating a bit of gold, and we're getting some other things over here. So we lost a tank, didn't we? Someone got killed. Oh no. Well, to be fair, I can't actually see what units are there, so get a bit exposed, that one. Oh well, not the end of the world, not the end of the world. So we can send you, in fact, actually there's a few things that need upgrade. So you need an upgrade, and that means you can have, where are we? Well, let's have rough, since of where you are, of course. And ooh, it's kind of tricky actually. I could do with, they didn't have anything on them. That was weird. There was literally nothing. There was no banner above them. It does happen sometimes. That might have happened over here. I don't really know, to be honest. I honestly wasn't paying enough attention. Munich. Let's withdraw from that kind of area for now and swing all of our units over here. And don't need to pillage him just yet. You can swing over this way, and you can equally swing back over here. Actually, that'd be grand. Do pillage. It was already pillaged apparently, and we'll just get you into ideal position. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you go there. We will swing next turn into hangover. Hangover. We'll rename that hangover before we burn it down. Oh, this place is burnt down, hasn't it? There we go. So we have more tanks. Marvelous. Right, you swing over there. We'll start getting people into position. Actually, should we just go there? Let's just go there. That's going to get him killed, isn't it? Marvelous. Marvelous. Trade route has been plundered. Oh no. But a great artist has been born. Yes, and Kabul recognises that. Makes us friends. 54 more to be allies. Well, that's ridiculous. I'm not doing that anytime soon. But where are you, sir? Where are you? Great artist. Start the Golden Age. Van Gogh. Lovely. Lovely. Golden Age is marvellous. Get our production up, you see. And yes, I have noticed. Cape Town are attacking Dresden. They're actually quite welcome to take it. I am quite happy for that situation to happen. Yes, you go and do that. And Destroyer, you can go and heal up in this position, actually. They can't shoot you there. Yes, actually, they can't shoot you there, but you might as well be able to heal up. You can help out. It'd be lovely. They're actually properly attacking. This is fun. Yes, I'll just let Cape Town take Dresden. That'll be perfect. I'll enjoy that. What's happening over here? Oh, there's a random worker wandering around. I don't know why he's there. Honestly, not that bothered. And Call for Christmas has completed what it's doing. Research lab, please. You are pretty good on the old research, so that very much suits me. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, money's not bad again. It just seems to jump all over the place recently. Just do that at this stage of the game. It seems to fly around. Now, Mogadishu, I want a great profit. Now, we need to overthrow... Yeah, we need to overthrow Venice before the vote. So that doesn't seem very likely right now. How much influence can we get? 1,000 will get me 55, and we need at least that much to be able to do it. That's interesting, to say the least. Venice have taken quite a lot of damage, actually, in this little war over here. But on the plus side, they managed to hold out, and they managed to do enough damage to keep them busy. There's a frigate over here, which my caravel isn't going to do very well with. But we'll just swing around and we'll just keep an eye on this coastline, see if anything's happening. This worker that we stole, which used to be their settler, we can just go and deal with that at a later point. And yes, realistically, yes, we've got the world vote in a couple turns, so we really need to turn this round for us, because at the moment I think we're 2 votes off winning, aren't we? Oh, they're down to 11. They were on 12 before. What happened? 1 per ally. Oh, okay, right. We're not in that era yet. So I need 1 more. It doesn't even have to be taken from her, albeit that would definitely swing it in my favour. So what is the closest? Because I really need to be getting on top of this. They're 223, 800, 88 even. 54, 90, 44. That's Mogadishu's the one I was already looking at. 74, 69. I'm at war with them. 48 in Genoa, but I can't get cotton sorted out. 118, and here 95. Yeah, people are pretty strong on them. So I think Mogadishu, if I can find a way of getting enough money, I could, you know, if I turn all my towns over to wealth for a short amount of time, might be able to make that happen. I'll give that a go. Right, we have managed to get quite a bit of money from Venice, which is always handy. But I certainly think we could do a little bit more in terms of pillaging, actually. It's probably the best way of us getting our money up at this point. So, if we all swing onto spots we can pillage and continue to add money in the coffers. Yeah, so more and more monies. Money, money, money. And yes, this should largely get us to where we need to be. And might not quite be able to do it just from pillaging. Need 1 more actually, don't I? This farm over here. Pillage that! Not quite enough on the farm, annoyingly. You can pillage. It's fine. We'll start shooting this next turn. And are we just about there? 998! Anyone else? Anyone else able to pillage anything? That's a forest. That's going to slow you down. Got a zone of control. Oh, there must be something. Is there anything over here we can pillage? Anything at all? I think we've already done all the pillaging we can, haven't we? That's slightly annoying. There must be something. What happens if we pillage this? Only gold. I mean, it's kind of our thing, so I don't really want to pillage it if I don't need to. I'm missing something obvious over here. I might be... But that's on a hill, and that's going to kill me if I walk onto it. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, oil well. That's that. Oh, that's ours. We can't... I don't want to smash our own oil well. No, we'll keep that. You know, I'll find the money somewhere. We'll buy them up, damn it. Turns out I had a guy right here I forgot about. Yay! We got 20 from the farm. Right, let's go and throw that all at Mogadishu. And we will give them a gift of 1,000 monies. It brings them on my side. That is perfect. So they're now my ally. That is what we want to see. And that's what we needed. Perfect. So we're now in a slightly odd position because I've moved everyone for pillaging purposes and not actually for any tactical purpose. You move over here. Let's just keep our men a bit better together than they just were, because they're all in a bit of an awkward spot there. So we've bought them up. Let's just see if that does anything for us when we end our turn, because it must be coming up soon, the vote. I don't know if it's going to be a round number like 350, or it's going to tick around with this, because I can't quite remember what triggers the vote. But obviously at the moment I'm just ahead, which is great, but I'm not sure there's anything else I can flip over, so we're just going to have to go with it for now. Someone died. World Congress. Alright, it's the general event of the modern era, so that triggers this, which probably triggers the world leader vote, doesn't it? Oh, that's going to completely change the voting around, though, isn't it? That's a problem. Okay, artillery. What are we going to be shooting at? They're in... I can't even see at the moment. They are something. Yes, they are in grassland. They're in grassland. They're all grasslands, aren't they? So yes, we'll just do open ones, fortify ones. Okay, cities getting shot at, but that's what we want to see. So we'll send you through their territory over there. Perfect. And we'll get ourselves set. We've got the vote, which... So, in spite of taking that, we've just spent 1,000 on not getting that to work, in fact. 22 to our 16. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? A bit of a waste of money, all things considered. Oh, well, we're going to go for ourselves for 16 votes, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. It gets a second place. That's going to carry on ticking our votes up. We need to be careful, though, of how many they need to win. How many do they need to win? 44, so they're only halfway to that at the moment. So, oh, well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? But not the end of the world. We can now start taking Hanover anyway. So let us send our battleships over here. Our destroyers even. We actually don't have many battleships at the moment. Frigates, take your shots. Perfect. In fact, you might as well get there. So this one can also have a shot. Oh, he can't quite have a shot. Why can't he have a shot? I'm not sure. There we are. Have your little shot there. And we're not far off, but unfortunately going to have a good shot at us, aren't they? Oh no, you can attack as well. Not far off. You can have a safe attack. And you, sir, can you go pillage that? Just go and take the city. Why not? Right, raise that city as well. We've got them burning down. Marvellous. And you, sir, you might as well get the heal because they are doing quite a bit of damage to us right now. And Mr. General, you move over there. That is perfect. Let's send our tank over in that direction. And we will send, I don't know what I'm doing this worker. Go and build a fort over there. Why not? Are they dressed and about to fall? Oh no, they're not quite. Right. I can actually take it, but I'm kind of tempted to just let Cape Town do it. If they have any units they can get into the city with, I'd love for them to take it. That would be just perfect. All of this stuff I can't be bothered to read. Enemy is down there. I know where the tank died. That's not a problem at the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. Let's just get more artillery out of Kumai and Eggnog. What do I want you to do? Is there anything you need to do in terms of building forward observatory? You're pretty small, aren't you? That's not going to make a huge difference. What I wouldn't mind out of you... Do we need an arsenal there? Probably not. You know what? This isn't the most crucial place in the world. Let's just get some basic buildings queued up here. Just get some of these. Why not? Just get the basic stuff. They want peace, do they? No peace yet. No. I haven't done what I want to yet. Denounced you. Oh no. They've denounced me. Bismarck's made peace with the Cape Town? No! No. I'm guessing that the Venetians have overtaken them. Yes, they've overtaken us again. That's quite annoying. 34. They've given them a big pile of monies. Ah, that's irritating. Well, I guess we're going to burn it down then, aren't we? We're just going to burn it down. It's going on with our units at the moment. So you're going to get cover. It's kind of your position just to be annoying. Lovely. You get over there. Tank. It's got an upgrade. Open terrain. It's very open around here. Artillery. Open terrain again. Yes, marvellous. And you, sir. Yes. Combat bonus against cities. That would be grand. That would be grand indeed. So, let us then think what we want to do next. I think we want to go smash one of these northern cities, actually. That's probably a good plan, yes. So, I'm going to get you over here into the sea. That would be marvellous. And you can go and heal up here for now. So we're going to swing round and destroy Duiberg. And, yes, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Okay, you guys pull out over here. And we will just pull back into this kind of a position. Dresden will go down. Damn it, I would have to burn this thing down. It's annoying. I didn't want to have to get to this point. I wanted Cape Town to take it. It would have been great fun, but oh well. Oh well indeed. It's a shame. Right, special vote has chosen Venice to be the next leader. Okay, well, it's fine. I'm the second on the list. But it does mean at the moment I've not got any choices. That's a shame. That's a shame. Barbarian camp. Do I really care about that? Do I? I have just realised Kumai has never been renamed. Since they want truffles, I will rename them pigs and blankets. Ah, yes. Pigs and blankets. I always feel like... Pig... Oh, I always feel like it should be double G in this situation. But fine, we'll do it with one G. It just feels more correct in this occasion. Pigs and blankets. That perfect British Christmas thing. If you are not from Britain, this is basically sausage wrapped in bacon, and we basically have it on Christmas Day. It is the best of foods, as you can no doubt imagine. Right, we'll end our turn, and I can see we're one turn from Atomic Theory. Ha ha ha! Oh yes. Hanover will soon burn, so will Dresden. There'll be 4 of their cities burnt down very soon. Eunice was killed! No, they keep killing me recently. Right, uranium. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look at this. Piles of uranium. Right, good engineer has been born at the South Pole. Just in time to rush the Manhattan Project. Actually, you can't rush the Manhattan Project, which is strange because it is definitely something that was rushed in real life. But there we go. There we go. Right, enough experience to gain a promotion. Yes. Well, the whole point of you, isn't it, Great War Bomber, is to blow up cities. So take that one, but you probably need to fortify. Where is our uranium? Right, there's some here. Ah! Solves a production problem over here for sure. Production over there. Perfect. Next source over here. Okay. Good old tow missile. Has itself some lovely stuff over here. You, sir. Come on. Yes, you get onto that spot. Perfect. Next one over here, right by the capital, the South Pole. 2-3. Yes, in the South Pole's range as well. Lovely. And some over here by Mistletoe. You see, I knew this was a good spot for the city. Well, I suppose we will have to... it's a nice little crossroad, this, isn't it? God knows what's happening with some of this stuff, but it's fine. It is all fine. It's all fine. Right, we're definitely paying for extra road here, and we don't need to, but it's not a problem. Yeah, when they're done over there, we'll go and do that. Right, we have ourselves a battleship against, well, land units, really, because that's kind of what I'm going to be using them for. Kedgeree still slowly dying. A great person has been born. Yes. What am I looking at in terms of... yes, wonders. There aren't really many of them around at the moment, are there? No. Right, Manhattan Project, 7 turns. That's going to annoy everyone when we do that, but to be honest, I would like it. So, there we go. 10 turns or so, we'll have ourselves the Manhattan Project. Great engineer. Lovely. And Valletta have also requested that. That probably helps, but yes, they're still a long way ahead. They've got uranium too. Ooh, very nice. If only we took Valletta back in the day. Right, we have some new barbarians. Don't really care about them. Our lancers just plodding around. You just have a little pop at them. If they want to get closer, then Vilnius will shoot at them. That is fine, that is fine. Your tank was bombarded. Ah! Tanky is dead. Ta ta ta. Yes, I thought that might happen to my artillery over here. He's got himself shot, but that's fine. Right, you go over there, heal up, and our ships can start making their way. Ah, he got himself a promotion, did he? That's a shame. Right, I think our infantry then, spare infantry, needs to start moving up this way. And otherwise, there's some Germans over here. I should really get a unit in this area. Well, this tank can come and clear out some of these lads very, very soon. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. So, what I would like is you there. And you there. Go and kill the Lancer. Perfect. Perfect. And the bomber. You can go and shoot at him. That did almost nothing. And likewise, your bomber died. Great. Did like 2 damage. Ah, brilliant. Well, I'll be honest, the Great Wall bombers and triplanes are just terrible, aren't they? Until they get upgraded. Then they're pretty darn demonic. Right, what do we want over here? Just a windmill. A bit of production is never a bad thing. Oh, some more uranium. This is marvellous. There's an extra bit here. I can only imagine. Yes, 2 turns. 2 turns until we grow. Right. Yes, you get over there, worker. And in 2 turns' time, you'll be able to do something there too. 1 turn to the harbour. Because we stopped that to get some money for short term. Then you get on the factory. That'd be marvellous. And the cargo ship is ready to go. Did any of our city-states want a trade route? Florence, not going to happen. Zanzibar. Zanzibar. Can we get a trade route to Zanzibar from here? Perhaps we can. Yes, it goes all the way around to the north of the continent. Over to Zanzibar. Marvellous. I can see some more uranium up here. So they might get some from there. Apparently there's ruin. That's antiquity side even. Genoa have some. The North Pole itself had itself some uranium all along. Who knew? Who knew? Well, that's exciting, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It's very exciting. Right. Well, I suppose we'd better close up the German war, mightn't we? Tank has been promoted. Well, a nice open terrain bonus there. And I think we might be able to get ourselves some peace. Lovely. Let's negotiate then. I would like... What would I like? I'd quite happily take one of your cities. Yes, Hamburg. To give me Hamburg. Just propose that. And some truffles. Take away the truffles. No, they're not giving Hamburg. Well, we can take all of this stuff, I suppose. T6. They will give me Leipzig. I don't want Leipzig. Leipzig's pointless. Let's take those two. Well, he clearly doesn't want peace, does he? Weird chap. Weird chap. I guess we'll have to go and take Hamburg then, won't we? Go and send our ship around here. Heal up our ships in the friendly waters. Whilst we, yeah, and we can upgrade this one too. Well, I don't know what they're trying to pull here, but it's not going to be very clever for them. So, Mr. Frigate, you get over here. You also upgrade into a battleship. That'll be marvellous. Anyone else need an upgrade? No, we're all just about done. So, yes, we do have ourselves our great general as well. He's going to help us. So, I guess then, if they don't want to have peace, then it's going to have to be a proper war until I completely kill them then. So, Manhattan Project's a few turns away, which is probably not what they want to see, bearing in mind, yes, that old situation. Now, where are we in terms of the tech tree? We have radar for bomber and fighter. That is what I wanted to see. Good, 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 good. So, let's get these tanks rolling in then. Yeah, infantry there, that's fine. Let's just get some pigs and blanket tanks coming in. And, well, when the Manhattan's project's done, I think we'll have an obvious thing to do, which might just be a little explodey thing of some sort, yes. So, that ship has, well, got shot down by me earlier. We lost our artillery, didn't we? And we will just, obviously, just build something random there. Yes, so I guess this is going to turn into a proper war to the death at this point then. Well, let's just get everyone in on this. Actually, to be fair, we don't really need any more of those. What we do need is bombers. So you get on with the bombers. And likewise, over in tow missile. Yes, research labs just being finished off everywhere. Our research is kind of mental at this point. Forget the market. I'm not interested in that. Can you get Great War bombers as well? Let's just do that. And Awesome Beard is done anyway. Get a Great War bomber. Perfect, perfect, perfect. To this end of the world, well, we can start on pumping out some other things. That would be marvellous. Granary. Doesn't even have a granary. I don't really want you to be that big, to be honest with you. That'd be fine. Get yourselves that. I am quite happy for you to get on with the research lab at this point. Mulled wine can... Oh, no, actually, you can get a cargo ship. As long as we make sure we've got a ship or two around here, we'll be alright. We do just need to be careful about the German ships, because we had one of our trade routes plundered around here, because there was one of them that got through the blockade at Vilnius. Obviously, we can continue to sink them as they come through here, and that is indeed what we've been doing. Marvellous. So, yes, we need to go deal with the Germans. They're becoming quite pesky in this war. They don't want to give up at all, do they? Maybe I should send a force down to Bochum.
Vision is the art of seeing things.
Aha! We have radar, and with it we have our upgraded planes that we really desperately need, actually. Upgrade this to a fighter. And upgrade this to a bomber. Marvellous. 6 turns till Great Wall bomber. That should change into a bomber at this point, I assume. Yes, yes, yes. So We'll get that into a bomber. Infantry over here. 2 times the Manhattan Project. And indeed getting ourselves some more units over here. Perfect. So over here, what do we want to do? No change. This would be... We'll do that for now. The problem is we're getting shot down by their planes at the moment, which is the main irritation that is going on. Let's have medic for you. That would certainly be helpful. And this one over here. I'm tempted to heal him. Yes, we'll just move him back for now. In fact, get into the city and heal up. Yeah, the problem we've got is that they are just irritating me with their planes at this point in time. So, open. I think we need to have a proper just go at them now. What do we want to do? Let's go and send this tank through here. Gatling gun. Do I want to send that through? No, I'll hold off on that. That's fine. And yes. Right, so send him through. How much damage can these guys do? A little bit, but honestly not enough. So they can't do any more. That's not a problem. You know what? We will deal with these lads up here for now. You heal up in that position. And honestly, I think we're in the sort of point now where we just need to start sending our ships around to the next city. We want all sorts of Christmassy nonsense now. We need a great general. You know what? It might be worth using my great general round here, actually. Maybe we can go and do it to take over Munich. Yes, we could do that, actually. We might go plonk one down in sort of this spot here. That might be a good plan, mightn't it? Lovely, I like that. You go over here. We'll keep them busy for now over there. Because over here we just need to get some work done. Now, what do I want to do? Embargo Sweden, don't really care about doing that. Gems, I'm not sure I even have gems. I do. Let's just down that by that. And let's just support our friend. Why not? He's on our side at the moment before we kill him. So we will do that. Aqueduct and gingerbread. That's nothing too shabby. And over here, yes, we're building up the military infrastructure over here. Because at some point, we're going to need to defend this against all of these guys. There's 4 cities here. This is ridiculous. Yes. So what would be the best thing? Honestly, when was always worthwhile, isn't it? We can now actually get... yes, see, this is what we need. We can now get airports, which means we start producing our planes over here. Then we'll be able to send them over that way. Yes, okay. So fighters over here, and we'll get ourselves an airport over in these towns over here. So once the Manhattan Project is done, we have an airport, which does increase tourism by quite a lot, which is probably scary. So have a little look at our tourism, actually, because we we don't have a huge amount of influence considering our... Yes, considering the fact that we are quite strong on that. Culture victory. Who's on what? Ottomans 110. Interesting. Right, so let's have a look at the Ottomans. No one's really that close to culture victory. It doesn't look like culture victory is going to be the one on this occasion. Just go to sleep for now, but certainly I think it might be good to start moving these guys forward very soon. We'll just get them healed up. I know I've got the Great Admiral, but we'll get these guys healed, and then we'll be able to head in to Hamburg very soon. They want to offer peace once more, do they? I do not want Leipzig. Stop offering it to me. I propose that. I don't want Leipzig, but I will take truffles. Fine. He will accept. We finally have peace with the Germans. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It won't last long. We'll probably declare war as soon as we have finished up our peace, but it does give us a little bit of time to get an atomic bomb. Lovely, lovely stuff. So, truffles have been connected, which is lovely because we needed to get those connected anyway. And Prague won, Jerusalem bullied. No one really cares about that, sir. Nobody really cares. Oh, look at all of these places that wanted truffles. Oh, yes. Kedgery loves the king. Chestnuts loves the king. Silkstock, well, you get the idea. Everyone wanted that. Well, that's a good peace deal for us, if only because of truffles. So you get medic. That is grand. You, sir, get yourself open terrain bonus. That would also be grand. And anything else? I completed the Manhattan Project. I've seen no one else doing that yet. Golden Age has ended. That is fine. Gives a bit of time to take stock again. Lovely. So we've left Leipzig down there. Apart from that, we've wiped out one city here, 2, 3, 4 cities, and a 5th one all the way over there. Yeah. New city over here. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Not a bad spot, that one. I don't need a city there, but it's not the worst spot in the world. Let us send Lancer over here. He's an anti-tank gun when he gets upgraded. This long list of things. Magnificent. We have this all hooked up now. That is just marvellous. We've a few too many workers over this end of the world now, actually. We could do with sending them back over here, because we're a bit short over there. In fact, you might as well head here. We've got those gems hooked up. No, we don't. So we can go and hook up those gems. That'll be marvellous. Marvellous stuff. And you've done your trading post. You can head over this way too. That is grand. So we have 14 uranium currently, which is great. We've got ourselves all set up. Over this end of the world, what's going on? Just Mugula over here. I don't think there are any other cities. I can't see any anyway. This caravel somehow survived the war. It just hid around the corner. Because there are quite a lot of German ships at this end of the world. Otherwise, our infantry are fine over here. We've got these guys building up everything in terms of this area's infrastructure. Wouldn't mind... I was going to say I wouldn't mind fortifying this hill, but it's actually not a problem. It's well worth actually sending you over there, because I've got lots and lots of food in Nutmeg, but not really any production whatsoever. It's ridiculous. I need to get that into a lumber yard. I don't really generally build lumber yards. I'm not a big fan of them myself. I tend to just prefer to using hills, but on this particular occasion, I don't really have any choice, do I? Yes. But this end of the world now can just produce me my fighters, and then we can build our airports over in this end of the world to send them over to. So Mistletoe probably has a decent amount, not a huge amount of culture actually. Get yourself an airport immediately afterwards. That would be grand. And a few others could probably do with airports. You can see we're getting planes everywhere at the moment. Yeah, so starvation. You know, we should really deal with that problem, shouldn't we? Citizen management. You are actually on. It's actually on food, which is ridiculous. They're on -1. So, you know, well, we've got the fish hooked up. There's another fish over here. You know what? Forget the bomber for now. Let's get a workboat first and foremost. And we can switch that around. And we probably do have a cargo ship too. But honestly, we can produce that in this end of the world. It's not crucial. Mulled wine. Get us a cargo ship first. Then get on to the fighter. Lovely. Yeah, so, I'm surprised that there haven't been more wars coming up with the other lads. But, yeah, not a problem. Oh, there's a tank there. I didn't realise that tank was still sitting there. It probably was in their territory. Yes, it was over there, wasn't it? Oh, well, at least we've got some men over on that end of the border now for whenever that war begins. So we'll hide this tank over here. We'll just pillage because we can get some money from it. Honestly, you might as well just pillage all of this land. Give me some money. And... ooh, yes, so is there anything left to pillage over here? I think no, we've smashed it all up already. Not a problem. So what we'll do is we will get all of our ships reorganised. Oh, that's German water. Interesting. Okay, so we'll let these lads out of Venetian territory and yes, get all of our boats back into a friendly position. So we've got a great admiral nowadays, which is great. It means that we've got a bit of extra defence in this kind of area of the world. And is that our cargo ship over there? Yes, the boats, we did lose quite a few boats in that war, surprisingly large amount actually. Smash up the manufactory, only 15 gold, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? But oh well, there's a bit of random German land over here, and Berlin really just poke out. But we'll be able to smash Berlin next time. We'll just drop a nuke and then just run straight in. It'll be as simple as that, I would have thought, because we'll be ahead of them with that regard. What else is there? Infantry over here, tank, and some fighters. Yes, I could really do with some of the air support before the next war, because that was really the main reason I didn't really go on and finish that war. I might have been able to take Berlin if I just focused on it at the start, but honestly I just wanted to take out some of their other bits and pieces, and just kind of smash up some of this core part. And really, I've done so much pillaging in this area that their economy is struggling. Minus 35, you see, they are in big trouble right now because of the long-term damage I've caused by this war. We did do a tiny bit of pillaging over in Cologne just before it ended, didn't we? These tanks being shoved back in this sort of an area. So the only problem is we can't really get into... Ooh, actually, could we send this tank... Yeah, see if we can sneak that tank a long way round. We might be able to use it in the next stage of the war. Yes, you get into that position, you get onto there. We'll just bring these guys back, because I was thinking of starting to send them round, but that didn't come along in the end. Let's go on to F9 and see how we're looking at this point. Top on literacy, top on approval. Our happiness is still, well, ridiculously good. Soldiers, wow, they are valued as massively high. That is scary. I'm pretty sure we could defend against them, but yes, attacking doesn't seem very viable right now. We're going to have to beat them to nukes. We might have to start that war actually with them before too long. Population is down quite a lot. We have a lot of tundra, so and a lot of these cities I'm not really wanting to build too much, as long as they can utilise the main population. That's the main thing really. I don't really want to get too much affecting on the happiness. We've got a golden age coming up actually, which is good at yes, not too many turns away, about 300 odd, so that's good. That is good. We've got our we've got a bit of a force up here, so you need to remember that when it comes to the war beginning. Hamburg will instantly fall, even without a nuke. We can just take that. We could have taken that in a few turns time anyway, even if we hadn't. But we got the bomber there. Our fighter here has got a lot of training in the middle of all of that business. So yeah, their planes did quite a bit of damage in the end. So that was the one advantage they did have. But you know what? Things are looking pretty good. We managed to really damage the German war machine. Anti-tank gun over here, which is one of my old what do you call him? Celtic. Pictish warriors, that's the one. Statue of Zeus, foreign land bonus, no movement cost to pillage, and all of that. So at this point, with all these other things, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? Looking pretty good. Ah, Gustav Holst, great musician, has produced his works. Saturn. Marvellous, 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 marvellous. Like Gustav Holst, and despite him sounding German, he was very much British. Some lovely, lovely pieces of work. Marvellous, so that is something else. Yes, a city connection between Awesome Beard and the South Pole. There was one piece of pillaged road or non-road on this site here, which some of you might have been shouting at me at for ages, but it's been sorted now. It's been sorted now, don't you worry. It's only huge amounts of gold we were giving up as a result of that. All is fine. We have ourselves a new tank over here as well. Open is seemingly what we're going for. Yes, you can get yourself straight over. Oh, I love that movement. That is magnificent. Kedri is starving. We're working on it. Honestly, we are. We have managed to rig elections all over the place, and indeed, we're ready for a hydro plant over here in Gingerbread. Gingerbread's looking quite good actually, not too shabby. Not a bad spot, especially with the uranium that we found out about eventually. Got some hills here for later production if we ever get to it. That's an awful lot of growth for one pop city, isn't it? Got an archer over here. It's one of my scouts, isn't it? Yes, indeed it is. Lovely. Well, you sir, just head over here. We can keep an eye on these guys. You don't have anything there, do you? No. Sadly not. So where are there other cities with their lovely, lovely things? Because this is Nutmeg, obviously. Where's the great city of cloves and the great city of pepper? I need to find those. So Jakarta is their capital, right? Okay, so they have cities over here, don't they? So you, sir, no, it's this one I can't see over here. This city over here is either cloves or pepper. This is all Ottoman with me over here, isn't it? So that's annoying. I'm going to... I can't afford to buy that tile. I was going to say I'll buy that tile just for the sake of production. But nope, I can't do that. So you're just going to have to go to sleep, aren't you? Ridiculous. German privateer, I made it over here. Right at the end. Oh, I could have killed him. Oh well, all is fine. All is fine. Spartacus is just hanging around. No problem there. Aha!
The destroyer of worlds.
Indeed, nuclear fission. And with the discovery of how to make atomic bombs, I think we are ready to call it a day here, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, we've got our open borders with Venice just redone there, which means that we'll be able to send our sneaky tank around. Yes, that will be lovely. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So we'll be able to send him around the back and to go and attack Cologne, which will be good fun, I think. We've got some more bombers coming in that need some rebasing. Pigs blankets, pigs and blankets, pigs in blanket is probably the best place for that. With the King Day still going on, we've got a golden age, and we are looking into rocketry to get some rocket artillery ready for the next German war. But obviously when we do that, we'll have our atomic bombs all ready to go. I think for now though, we can just simply get ourselves built up across the empire. You get some extra happiness coming in over here, why not? Just to make sure as we go into war we don't end up losing it too catastrophically quickly. But we are getting ourselves fighters. We are getting ourselves, yes, plenty of fighters across the lands over here. And in fact I could probably do with oh, I don't know really. Who knows what I need over here. Let's just carry on getting the destroyers, because I do need some of that in this kind of area of the world. But yes, we are getting ready for the second war with Germany. And ooh, Satinka under attack. He might finally fall this time, I don't know. We've got 2 turns till the world leader is going to be decided, and when that happens it's all very close at the moment. 14, 14, 16, 16. I should be able to buy one of those votes very, very soon. Who was I trying to grab? The same one as last time. Yes, Mogadishu's pretty tight at the moment. I'm nearly at a great profit, so that one's not going to quite happen in time. But I can definitely get myself ticking up on the world vote. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, for now I will leave you. With the German war very successful, but really what we've mainly been doing this time is, well, getting some good experience on some troops, getting ourselves prepped. Really crippling the Germans, who have been quite a powerful science faction until now. And if we look at how we're doing with this, yes, we are pretty high up all around, 1 and 2 everywhere, which has definitely gone up from earlier in the episode. Got to keep a sneaky eye on the Ottomans. They are the real enemy when it comes to the end game. But our science is looking very powerful. Our culture is magnificent. Tourism's fairly high. Faith is very good, with some good resources. And the little bit of oil that we need is being sorted out over here. We actually, over Bubble and Squeak, have some extra oil just being hooked into the empire there. So, for now, I will leave you, ladies and gentlemen. But this has been Civilization 5. Thank you, and bye-bye. Death and violence will come to you. This is a beautiful, beautiful town, by the way, guys. Let's go and smash it up. Dum tum ti 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 ti. How did you die? What is happening to my men? Steve! He was the one man who tried!